This spot right here is where the main flow is going to be. If you get up on the bridges like that and you've got polarized glasses on, you can start seeing the trenches of where the flow of that water is. And every spot you're not going to find it, but a lot of spots, when you got the polarized glasses on and you look, you can see where the flow of that water is. And is any animal ever going to be over there? Absolutely. But this is where you can pinpoint them down and put the set in, and they'll flow right down through here. And if you see, a lot of times the animals out in the wild, they're working that edge up, and hunting just for cover, whatever. I didn't look over on the other side. I'm sure there's a spot over there too. But what it does is it gives you a spot where on the bigger rivers that are shallow enough to do this, gives you opportunity to set a trap, a conibear, and be able to, produce some fur out of it. But I just started noticing when I was down in Louisiana, I'd notice, I'd be up on the bridge and I'd notice where it was, and I'd get down there and, start setting some of them, and, I had luck start catching stuff in them. But if I just came down here and started looking, it was a lot harder for me to be able to pick them spots out. I had to be up on the bridge to be able to see where the flow of that water was making any type of trench. And like if you're up there and got glasses on, you can see how it's, polarized glasses, you can see how there's a little trench right here. And some of them aren't this deep, but I do, like I say, it's just a really good way to be able to find spots in bigger water to set. And right here's the trench. Got the blocking out here. All I'm going to do is just take my trap, I'd just cable it off, put my T-bar in, and I'm gonna move to the next spot. That's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna catch something. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind about it. You got it where it narrows up right up there, but it's too spread out. We talked about it yesterday. They asked why wouldn't you set up higher up, because it's too spread out. Here it's in the middle of the trench, and it's just a narrow spot, which where we're always looking for. So, and we got good, the bank blocking here, put a little blocking out there, the trench ends right here. It's just where they're going to flow through. They can go anywhere else they want, but at some point they're going to flow down this edge. Something is, and I ain't trying to catch all of them. I'm just trying to take my percentage.
Are you going to use any lure here or anything, or just a blind set?
Just a blind set.
No, nicely done. I like it.
The other way that I set these up, let's say that there wasn't a trench here, and I think that they're going to flow down. I try to evaluate where I think they're going to go through. You're not right all the time, but the more you do it, the more right you get. It just looks to me that they're going to flow right down through here on this side. And it's like you got that spot right there, and what but it's too spread out to just, you know, put your 330 in there. So, well, I'll show you what I do. And I like it whether it's a little bit shallower than this, you have them like half submerged, but this way works just fine. So basically what you got is the otter beaver, they all could go right over it. All they're doing is just filtering down through here and following the path of least resistance. And they'll see this here, it's just like a funnel, and they'll just funnel right through that spot. You know, I mean, if you were coming down the river in a canoe and you see that on a larger scale, you just aim the canoe right for that gap, wouldn't you? You wouldn't try and hit the side and go over. Same way with them. It's just a path of least resistance. I've been using this set for a long time, and it works really good. You know, you could almost damn near block down this whole creek if you wanted to take the time to, you know. But the main thing is to have them ends end right where your trap is. If you give them space on the sides, they'll go through that too. So it's got to be tight. You know, right here is my trap. Now, like I say, I like them a little bit shallower. Then you don't have to put anything to make them dive. You know, just put something like that just to get them to put their head down. And you know, and sometimes I'm not going to put nothing. I'm just figuring they're just going to hit that gap and, you know, go right through that trap. So, any questions?
Yep. If you were trapping this, you know, from a vehicle and not from a canoe, and you had like this bridge and maybe a spot down the way, are you going to set up pretty hard through here? You're not going to just put one set and go. You're going to drop.
Like here, I probably would put these two sets in. You know, I put this set up on the top. If I miscalculated on something here, I got a second shot at them. You know, I probably set over on that side in that deeper water, try and find like a bottom edge set, because right underneath the bridge, there's it isn't a great bottom edge set, but it's good enough for me. And above the hole, so I've set there. You know, then I've seen a couple spots right on top of the bridge. I haven't been over there to investigate, but I probably can make a couple sets. You know, I would take the time to set it all up. If we were going to have clear weather, if it was going to flood out, you know, if we were going to get a bunch, like say 2 inches of rain, it's going to start raising, they're calling for it in 5 days. I'm not going to set this heavy. I'm just going to come in and set them. So when I come back, I can just take whatever I caught, pull, and move on, you know. But if I planned on staying here for a while, you know, say a week, 2 weeks, you know, just waiting them out, then then I would really set heavy. But I'd have other sets here. We probably have some DPs up on the bank, and I'd piddle. I like this spot, so I probably would piddle around longer than what I should here. But I just like the spot. I mean, you got coon tracks all underneath the bridge, mink tracks underneath the bridge. I just like the spot, and I usually get trapped into setting more traps at a spot like this than probably what I should. But I don't know. I just feel comfortable here, so.